Alright, so I'm loading in now. While we're loading in, we had an initial question we want to ask you guys. So what was the inspiration that got you guys to create Breach?
Okay, go for it, man.
All right. So a few things. One of the big things was there's a lot of games out there, and you see fast follow happening a lot. We all worked at EA and working on a lot of kind of like titles and ideas of games that that are already kind of out there and kind of replicating. And we wanted to do just something crazy different and new, but not so crazy different and new. We wanted some familiarity to it, and that's why we ended up with sort of a hybrid game. And the specific influences in the game have to do with our backgrounds. We worked on MMOs, we've worked on action RPGs, we enjoy MOBAs, stuff like that. And so a lot of times people can look at Breach and they say, like, at its core, it's an action RPG, co-op action RPG, but it has influences from MOBAs, it has influences from sort of true action games as well. Okay. And that's the general inspiration for the genre. We basically wanted to do something new, contribute to the industry by offering a new type of experience to the video game industry in general. The IP, the inspiration was a couple things. It was one. Actually,
let me give one more thing on the genre inspiration. So again, we say like co-op action RPG. What Gabe and I have both been building for a very long time. We both kind of come from building MMOs back in the olden days. So I'm from SOE originally, and I worked on EverQuest and PlanetSide and Star Wars Galaxies. Gabe is from Mythic Entertainment, so we worked on Dark Age of Camelot and Warhammer. We worked together on Star Wars: The Old Republic, and what we found was, like, our favorite content, the best content to us in the game, were those kind of co-op moments, the dungeon crawls. But also, some of the PvP elements are what kind of makes it all replayable.
So, like Dallas was saying, it's a dungeon crawl. You got 6 rooms. The 7th room is the boss fight. We've got 3 different levels here in the early access, and coming out with some more really soon. And along the way, you're haunted by the Veil Demon, which essentially, there's different types of Veil Demons that have different ways that they can influence your experience. We've got ones like the Soul Fiend that are really good at possessing and empowering monsters, giving them new abilities and new kind of challenges when you fight the monster. Any Veil Demon can possess and bounce in and out. The Soul Fiend's particularly good at it. We've got things like the World Shaper and the Chaos Weaver, they make traps, spike traps, cage traps, create walls, things like that are other obstacles and stuff like that for the players. We have the Dark Artificer, probably Dallas's personal favorite. Creates kind of these obelisks, like this Eye of Sauron obelisk that shoots laser beams at enemies. And by enemy, I mean the heroes, because I'm talking from the Veil Demon player perspective, who's playing as this kind of haunting spirit that can do all these different powers.
Yeah, you mentioned I was in the middle of a match, and I was just getting pulled towards one of these demons, and I was like, what is going on? You can't control it or anything, but, you know, he lets go after a while. But, you know, you can go and revive a player, and he just pulls you away, and that is a huge tactic.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, corpse camping is for real, right? So, like, if one person gets downed, you know, it is frequently the tactic, but it's not the only tactic. Only a tactic that, like, okay, there's a player who's downed, the rest of the team can camp. Again, more clever players, where the Veil Demon is right now, let's murder everything else so that we can do that in a clean and safe way. And there's all sorts of trade-offs and choices that you can make there.
And that's only one tactic. I mean, to dive into even deeper, like, for example, one of the players could get the talent and spec into being able to be invisible while reviving. So if they go over and try to revive an ally, then the Veil Demon can't use that ability because he's invisible while he's reviving. Instead, the Veil Demon, if he had like an AoE bomb, because he knew someone was there, maybe that's the way he would then counter that counter. And so there's a lot of depth with the back and forth. And that
we were playing a match just the other day where that exact thing happened. I chose that particular talent because this Veil Demon was doing some of the corpse camping, the boss fight. However, my team had gone down, but I'm like, I got this. This is really cool. I was about to and he happened to, and again, he guessed it, but he happened to hit me with an AoE that popped me up, I immediately got stunned because I was exposed. He took me down, and he ended up sort of winning the match at that with this like last second combo thing that was just like, yeah, he figured out which guy I was probably reviving right then. It was really fun.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I played a little bit around with the invisibility. I think that's a Shadow Blade power.
So that's
a lot of. Yeah. Sorry, we both get excited about it. Go on, Bob.
Yeah. You actually have a vanish, and it's an explicit part of your kit, right? And so you can go invis. However, if as a Shadow Blade, that breaks invis, right? So if you start attacking, like you go into stealth, as soon as you start attacking, you're breaking your stealth. Right. So it's really used as there are talents, and we'll get into that in kind of the deeper gameplay that you can spec into that customize the way that you're going to play. And those things are like potions, but then some of them can be very specific to abilities you have, and some of them can be specific, like the one we're talking about, that like only when reviving I actually go invis. The Veil Demon can't track me and can't.
Awesome. Got it. Yeah, we Vif's mentioned one way that he knows if someone's invisible and reviving, he pays attention to the revive bar. I was like, yep. Clever.
So there's a lot of game information, tells that are happening in the game. Not like there's a red circle appearing beneath my feet, I better dodge or I'm going to be punched in the face. That's the level of tell that I personally can see, because that's the level of skill. But the players who can actually see subtleties in animation, where they're like, oh, that enemy is just staggered a little bit, but that means that I can actually get him to knockdown relatively quickly soon after this. Or he's just started this animation, which means that his big attack is about to happen, meaning that I can sidestep it or I can do XYZ. And the same then becomes true of like the players who can really track things like, oh, the revive bar has appeared over there. I see that. As a player, I'm not good enough. I don't see that. And so I'm playing at a slightly different level than the skill player.
Nice.
Shall we jump into a game?
Yeah, let's do it. So we have a full group here. I'm going to start a custom match. So in addition to supporting, you can play this solo and it fills in bots. We could AI. The core game that most of our players are playing in is where it's four humans against another human controlling the Veil Demon. You can also create your own custom matches with kind of any combination of number of players, etc. And so I'm going to custom match. We'll see who it defaults to as the Veil Demon, but whoever it is, I'm going to jump in as Veil Demon, and then I'm going to show you the Dark Artificer. And Gabe, I promise I'm not going to go ham.
You can go ham on me.
All right. Never mind.
The new guys.
Called out. And I'm going to take us to the Tokyo Breach. Gabe can talk to you a little bit, I think, about setting and all that, because he was going to go into that. But Tokyo Breach kind of shows off our setting really well.
Okay.
Yeah. So like backstory and setting. You guys went through. You might have seen it. Well, actually, let's talk about this screen since we're on this screen right here. So this is what, well, Dallas, you're going to swap over.
ShadowFox, please accept my offer to school.
So yeah, here. So if you go into like a queue and get matched with some random people and not having just a friendly match like we're having, the pick goes back and forth. And so, ShadowFox, you're picking first. Then Dallas is going to be able to pick his first elite monster that he's able to spawn during the match. And then it's going to go to Miss Jones there, then back to Dallas Veil Demon, and it's going to be like the Veil Demon things I was talking about. Is he one that's going on traps? Is he specializing in possessing monsters? Is he doing the single target like towers and stuff like that? In which case, then I might make a pick based on what he picked there to try to counter it. And then it goes to his next monster, and then SilentWolf can also, obviously has the strongest kind of counter pick at the end. So usually it's fun for like ShadowFox to use, since it's the first pick, kind of like, okay, we're in Tokyo Breach. What do I know about that boss fight? Do I want to pick anything based that's specific on Tokyo Breach? Do I want to pick like a safe first pick and then start picking based on afterwards? And I got to stop talking and pick here for a second. Okay, what do we got going on?
Are you going to just go hardcore and just go random and see if you can kick my ass anyway? That looks like what you're about to do.
I mean, we don't have a healer, so feel free to pick on me as the healer, Dallas. I don't mind.
I know. You're going to be able to stop all my CC. So, pulling in a monster that is technically from a different mythology. So as the Veil Demon, you can bring in these elites. These are like sub bosses, and if you've unlocked them all, you can bring them no matter what map we're playing. So even though we're going to be in Tokyo, which has Asian mythology by default, I'm bringing in Sobek, which is an Egyptian mythological like crocodile guy.
And Dallas unlocks that through like normal gameplay. You can unlock the ability to do.
Yeah.
So it's like a level up progression system then when it comes to that, also for the Veil Demon.
Yeah, well, the Veil Demon functions just like Heroes, and we'll jump into progression and how that works specifically towards the end. But basically, you earn gold, you level up, and then that unlocks the ability to customize your character and get other aspects for Veil Demons and Heroes.
Yeah, what I'm suspecting is, like, you guys are probably playing vanilla versions of the Shadow Blade and Mana Warrior. I am, I think, playing a vanilla version of the Dark Artificer. But I'm suspecting that both Gabe and Anthony have actually made custom builds.
Well, you don't need, you can hover over and see tooltips, man. You don't need to suspect.
Look at that. All right, I don't have to suspect anything. Oh, yeah.
And
so,
you can see that I have.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Yes, you have. Good God. All right, so you've given the haste that you can apply to anybody. Oh, God. All right.
And it gives me bonus healing. And I got my my favorite void zone there, Temporal Field. Throw it down to choke points.
Yeah, Anthony is
haven't gotten this one to level 8 though. I want to swap out Greater Heal for Elemental Quintessence. But now we're getting into the weeds. Let me go back to the basics. Didn't want to do high. I'll do it real quick. Didn't want to do high fantasy. Didn't want to do sci-fi. Love those genres. But like we wanted to do a new type of game, we also wanted kind of to do a relatively fresh IP, and so we did modern day, but we wanted to have abilities, classes, spells, things like that. So we brought in mythology. That also allowed us to have a lot of fun with these levels and level design, because basically the idea is that there's two parallel Earths. One Earth has everything we've come to know from mythology, and the other Earth is our Earth. And now they're collapsing on top of one another. So we'll be going through Tokyo City here, but regional mythology has popped up in the middle of Tokyo. You're going to see a Japanese haunted forest. You're going to see things from Asian mythology, except for the stuff that Dallas swapped in because he unlocked it. And so we're able to have interesting kind of settings with juxtaposition, as well as allow for a sort of RPG class system, but in modern day.
Yeah, I've enjoyed
I'm just like a mythology game.
I've enjoyed the way all the maps are set up. I think it's really cool, and I love that each match, whenever you start out, there's like a 20 or so second countdown, which gives it time to load everything in without just sitting on a load screen, and keeps it all balanced to avoid lag. I think it's a great way to keep everything balanced and controlled.
Yeah, and again, in theory, this is also the time when you guys can actually be making some plans and being like, okay, we saw what he spec'd into, like, what are we going to do about them? Oh. We changed. I need to actually skill shot it. Damn it, Gabe, you're making it harder for me.
Which one are we talking about? Are we talking about the pull?
Yeah,
I'm expecting to hear that a lot on the stream.
Yeah. That's generally how we do. That's how we do changes to classes and stuff like that. Is whatever Dallas likes, I nerf. That's the policy. No. For anyone who took that seriously, that's absolutely not the way we do it. Oh, Dallas, you slowed me down. I'm gonna haste myself.
Yeah, I see that, jerk. Man, oh man. Alright, I have no idea how to deal with what Gabe is doing right now. Get out of your temporal field is what I'm gonna do. Oh boy, nice dodge, ShadowFox. I was just about to pop you in the face. Woo!
Oh my god.
I'm picking on you right now because I can't pick on Gabe, so there it is.
That's alright, you can pick on the level 3.
Does it make me feel good about myself? Yes, it does, okay? If that's the question.
So yeah, the objective's in the bottom right-hand corner. We gotta kill a couple more enemies in 2 seconds. Kill someone. Oh my god, that was 1 second! 1 second!
You let me win the objective, Gabe.
It's because I'm talking. It's because I'm talking. Okay. That's what it is.
I heard you were gonna carry. That's what I heard.
My push to talk gets in the way sometimes.
Dead.
So he won that objective. The objective was to kill things before time ran out. We are a little bit more on this end as a group composition, so those kill before timer objectives are going to be a little bit of a challenge for us, so we'll definitely have to focus that stuff. This objective is to capture 3 points. We should, and as a group composition, do good with it, especially if Miss Jones does her job over there, because she's got a lot of CC to try to keep people away from the capture points.
Was your haste not up, Gabe? Is that what's happening?
Dallas. Dallas.
Somebody stunned me. Who was that? That's Anthony.
Nice. Oh, I walked right into that.
So, these potion boxes, we couldn't really figure out, I mean, maybe it's just like a lack of watching it properly. But if someone opens it, does everyone get one, or just those near it? Yes,
that is a shared resource. Yeah.
Alright, so everyone,
everyone
just gets
you're
it.
not a bad person. You're not a ninja looter. You are helping the team.
Well, I was spending time like waiting for teammates to get close to it because I thought it was a range difference thing.
Yeah, no, it is. Everybody gets them. So. Oh my gosh, you slowed down my attacks too, dude. That's the worst,
Damn
Gabe.
70%.
Alright, I'm really gonna have to focus here on carrying.
So, alright, that's the room that I should win. Yeah, I shouldn't have won the first room, so that's on you, Gabe.
So even if the Veil Demon wins most of the objectives, at the end of the game, if we kill the boss, it still says that we win. What's
Absolutely.
What's the difference? Then what does it matter if we get the objectives or not?
So the numbers up there are basically team level. Team level is, goes up with objectives 1. It also goes up with some Sorry, I'm gonna off and on. I'm gonna break up my sentences as I gotta do push to talk.
No problem.
It's hard to talk and kick ass at the same time.
Yeah, no, it's funny. Like as we started doing streams and stuff, I definitely respect the streamers who are good at doing that. So yeah, so basically that's part of the inspiration from a MOBA. It's kind of like a session progression. You're able to pick talents as you level up. So when we get to level 2, we're going to be able to pick another one of that, the F2, F1, F2, F3 that comes up. We'll be able to pick another talent to make ourselves more powerful situationally or generally in this match, which then helps our chances as we get to the boss fight. So it's essentially how powerful you are when coming into the boss fight. But the ultimate goal for the Veil Demon is to kill everyone, to knock everyone down, and stop them from getting to the boss fight or stop them from defeating the boss.
So basically just be a demon.
Exactly.
In the general sense.
Exactly.
4 seconds left on that one, guys.
Yeah, you need to help your engineer because I'm focus firing her right now.
So yeah, so we got to level 2 there, and you're
not a nice person. Down
this is a true statement.
We got to level 2 there. You see, you got another pick.
So
right,
if we don't explore the next sector within the time limit, does the next challenge start regardless?
It does.
Yep.
The enemy's been using Veil beacons in this area. Figure out how they work. You'll have to take them by force. Pick them up and drop them off the drone so they can be satchel-like.
Vifs seems to be pretty active in it. Yeah, this is a little bit of a, basics of the game as well, finding out a little bit of basic information, but we're delving a little bit deeper into it.
Yeah, we're just getting started here, Ben. No worries.
Yeah, it seems like this has been planned since release. There we go.
What? Why are you running? You don't want to face me no more.
My invisibility would turn off.
Oh my god, Gabe, I'm not even making you burn potions, Gabe. I swear I have all the things on. My goal is to make Gabe use a potion. That's my goal. Oh my gosh, dropping your ulties on me, you people are all mean.
Alright, survived.
Scrapping by.
We do get XP for partial. Dallas, I'm trying to explain the game.
Sorry, I should allow you to explain the game as opposed to just being a jerk. I can do both, I promise. You've left your party, but they've gotten to you. All right. Yeah, super important not to outrun your party, not to go full on Leroy Jenkins. You can get worked pretty quickly.
Yeah.
That needs to be in the tutorial.
Yeah.
I learned that the hard way. Don't worry
Not
about
go
that.
full on Leroy Jenkins.
Dallas, you keep trying to zone me, man.
I do. That's my goal. Oh my gosh, I hate your like temporal field thing. It makes everything sad, and so I'm trying to figure out how to fight you guys while not
Almost there. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, take that, Dallas. Thanks, Gabe.
Yeah, so again, you guys, if you see the score right now is 4-3, and this kind of to your original question, like why do you care? So if you guys win this second to last room, you'll get to level 4, which will get you your final pick in that session progression pick, and that's usually the most powerful pick. So if I can stop you, if I can actually deny the fourth pick, that gives me an advantage in the boss fight. Doesn't mean I'm going to win the boss fight, but it gives me an advantage.
Okay, so it's more for the little boost you get.
Exactly.
What are these little blue orbs that you can find randomly around? What are these?
Some of those are just decoration. If you're just seeing them like along the path there, that's just Firefox. It looks pretty. But when you get to the boss fight, there actually are different blue orbs, and they have a gameplay mechanic.
Gotta escort him in. We'll see how this goes.
Dallas, I see what you did there.
Yeah, do you? Do you see what I did there? Did you enjoy it?
Not really, because I don't have much impact.
Exactly. I blocked your wall, and now I'm trying to stop the other guys.
I'm just going around. I shouldn't be telling you what I'm doing.
That's right. I want to stream snipe, but the stream is not, it's like you have a delay or something. Like, that's an important thing to do. Sure.
Yeah, there's a 15-second
By the way-
delay. That's just natural Twitch.
Yeah.
By the way, team, I'm on the other side. If you want the heals, I'm
Oh, dear.
escorting the drone.
Oh boy, come on. I'm gonna see if I can get somebody down here.
Where's everybody at?
We're escorting the other one. So basically, you just need to get one to the end. Oh my god!
Right.
You saw how close we were!
I thought we made it!
I'm gonna start singing "Looks Like We Made It." That's on my.
I had to. I had to handle the elite there. He was sitting there fighting me, just trying to hold him back from stopping the progress.
Shows us what happens when men like Lucy and Solomon.
Well, I mean, even though we're getting our ass kicked, I'm appreciating all this experience, guys.
Yeah, I like how this game still gives you experience on the custom matches, because there's a lot of games that like, oh, you put it on custom, you're playing with just friends, so you can't have experience. Sorry. Like, and I feel like it's always like a cheap thing to
punishment
do.
for playing with friends.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. And I always found that to be like, well, lame to be proper about it.
Yeah, I mean, our philosophy is really, you're playing the game, it's XP, right? You know, we have bonuses that we give to people if they're playing in the versus mode, right? But like, we don't want to nerf you entirely when you're trying to learn the game, when you're just doing the game, play with my friends because this is the fun way to play the game. We don't want that to be a choice, right?
Yeah.
So again, even though I've been annoying the crap out of you guys, you are super well situated here. If you count your potion, I have barely gotten into the potion. I have a very hard time winning this last.
Yeah, I just realized we got like 6.
This is beyond segment, but everything you've done in such a short time, I'm believing it.
Here's my war cry. He'll be focused on me if you guys want to just land to him.
Oh my gosh, that slow is so brutal, Gabe.
Well, you shouldn't stand in the
I
red
should not
circles,
say
Dallas.
That's
There was
accurate.
How dare
I
you
think-
root me?
I think there's 20 years of RPG, you know, lessons there.
That was
Red
brutal.
is bad.
Yeah, I tried to block your dodges there. Failed at it, but doesn't try and count?
That's gonna hurt you, Silent Wolf.
Well,
Oh boy, big stun.
I'm trying to take care of the little minions. With my
Everybody's
level
rooted.
4 self.
Ah, man.
Oh, not everyone, sir.
No, I thought I had everybody there.
How fun is it when I put the haste on you, Anthony, for a gunslinger or for a tech class? Well, Anthony's the PR guy, so he's silenced. He doesn't talk in stream.
Oh, one man down. All right. This is my chance. This is my chance. If I can get to 2.
Oh dear.
Oh, that was a good dodge.
So are these blue orbs spawning orbs?
Ooh, how
So
did
those-
that was so much health in one hit.
Yeah, he has a big wind-up attack
Oh,
that you just got.
shit.
Yeah. So much health in one hit. But he's almost down.
Miss Jones, I'm gonna knock you down, Miss Jones. There we go. All right, 1 down.
Quick, right here.
Oh, damn it. I was too slow on the interrupt. They've abandoned you and left you for dead, Anthony. They're like, we don't need that guy.
It's okay, go on without me. It's fine. Go on without.
All right, Dallas. There goes 1 health potion.
Ah, there you go. That's my victory condition. Oh, and then you went and revived Anthony. All right. This is not going to end well for me.
Oh dear, that hurts. I forgot that hurts.
Can't see.
I've walled you into a corner there.
Yeah, you did. And I got
GG.
GG.
him. GG, guys.
Screw you, Dallas.
Well,
Oh, now Anthony speaks.
there it is. There's all of a sudden the talk button appears. How'd that happen?
Concentration is time to celebrate.
Dallas
I'm gonna
definitely.
vote for.
Okay, this screen right here, real quick, before it goes anyway. Why do certain characters get lifted and others don't? Like, what does this mean?
These are upvotes. So
Yeah, if you click on it to upvote whoever you think deserves it. Which usually should be the healer. Just saying.
should be the healer.
Oh, okay, so you gotta click that. Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that's an interface that we're going to iterate on. It's sort of a like, yeah, we know what it means, and people once they figure it out, they get it. But it's not a great interface. But the idea, I'll tell you actually, my victory condition when I play as a Veil Demon, I don't actually care if I win the game or lose the game. I care if I get the upvotes. Like, if I made it a really crazy experience for people, I often get a bunch of upvotes, even though, again, I didn't actually win. Now, that's also probably my way of...
Speak for yourself, Dallas. I just care about winning.
Well, that's my victory condition because I don't always win. So I'm just excusing myself for not winning. Oh, I didn't want to win anyway. I just wanted to, like, make your game...
Yeah, one of the things we're coming out soon is a challenge system, which is kind of like an achievement system to give you rewards for things like that. Whereas right now, it's just kind of like recognition, if you will.
That's cool. All right. Hey, Viv has a fair question.
Why slow doesn't count for the more damage to CC target gem, or is it just a balance thing? It's just
Oh,
curious.
yeah. No. Okay, so CC, that gem is for hard CC. As in, like, stuns, roots, knockdown, stuff like that. And it's great feedback. Maybe we should say hard CC, because CC is kind of a broad term.
Yeah, so, and again...
So, yeah, it's a balance point, basically. Like, if we applied it to slow, then we might lower the value. And that's also a great idea for another gem as a fun thing for min-maxing, like increased damage to slow targets, things like that.
Yeah.
And which over time we'll continue to add more equipment and more gems and things like that, especially based on, because we're in early access, and one of the fun things and the great things in early access is just interacting with the community, getting ideas from the community, putting it into the game, iterating on things, that kind of stuff. Because again, harkening back to kind of your first question, it's like, this is a new type of game. There's nothing like this, and so there's a lot of stuff that we're having fun just discovering with all of the players supporting us in early access and stuff like that.
Yeah, we have a really vibrant Discord community where, like, they are finding the breaking of the game as well as the fixes to those breaks. They're like coming up with crazy custom builds, which I guess we haven't talked about much, but maybe we should go into next. The different ways you can customize your class, your loadout, and then even these gems that people are talking about in order to kind of push your build one direction or the other, to have certain abilities and certain kind of like counters to other things that might appear in the map, either as a Veil Demon or as a hero. And so there's a huge amount of tools that we've given to players to build these crazy lean one direction, a super hard CC build, a super high damage build, a super defensive build, and then to see how that actually plays out.
Alright, well, I have my Mana Warrior is level 8, so I mean we can do like an on-stream look. So like, let's say I wanted to change my War Cry, so I click on War Cry in the character menu, right?
Correct?
Yep.
It still has like a lot of the things locked other than the 2 I already have. So, because you gotta unlock other levels. Okay. Oros Gladiator.
Correct. Yep, so they cross-pollinate within a school of magic, which is, you can just think of that as the weapon type. So any of the big sword classes, you can cross-pollinate your abilities there.
Okay, so let's say I go to the other one. Okay, here's Oros Gladiator, right? So he has the big sword. So let's say I wanted to change the Oros Grap. Oh, I have to be level 2 to do that. Okay, that's great. Good stuff.
Right. So yeah,
And then the Vanguard's the other one.
I don't have a level 2 Vanguard either. Yeah, that's level 1 as well. All right. Well, I mean,
in our next match, play one of those, because it only takes one match to get to level 2.
All right. Yeah, I'll play as I'll do Vanguard, and we'll get that level up one level,
right
and then
we can show you the other levels of customization right now. So if any of the classes that you own, you see like a little star bumper on the big class screen.
Yeah.
What that means is you got an equipment drop that can be swapped in for equipment that you currently have equipped. The equipment maps to those level picks. right? So when we had the level 1 pick and you're like, do I want more potions? Do I want more dodges? Do I want a damage shield? You can change the equipment, and that gives you different choices.
Okay, that's cool.
So yeah, we open one up and let me know which one you're doing.
I went ahead and opened up my Elementalist. I had a star on it. I've actually already changed his hourglass, but there's a new compass I guess I got last game.
Okay. Yeah, and so if you mouse over the ones that you now have in the compass inventory there, you can see what the changes are to the picks that you would get, and this would be your number 2 pick. So as soon as your team achieves level 2, then you get to make this choice.
Okay,
and
so
this is where, yeah.
These are the picks you get for the level ups, and like let's say you complete an objective, and it's like, okay, press F1, F2, or F3 to choose your pick on which one you want. The first one, the hourglass, then the compass, then level 3 would be the Astro Blade.
Yep.
And then I guess level 4 is the primitive. Oh, I have a primitive staff for this guy, but what if,
yeah. So the last one is what?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say yeah. So the last one is usually the weapon, and that's where your most powerful pick is. So that's the one that you guys didn't get to see in the last match because I'm so awesome at video games. But that's where you usually have like the crazy overpowered or feeling overpowered type pick, where you're like, oh, I get all of my weapons or all my attacks do double or 1.5 damage, and everything goes crazy there, right? But what was the question you were gonna ask?
I was gonna say, okay, so let's say I get to our team successfully gets objective level 5. What contributes to that?
That is actually more of an indication that you're denying me my pick, right? So once you get to level 4, you're at max. You personally are at max level. You and your team are at max level in terms of the session picks. But you still want to get to 5 and 6 because that means you're keeping the opponent from getting their 3rd or 4th.
Okay, so that's more of a hindrance once you get above 4. Okay, makes sense.
Exactly. Denial. Yeah.
There's also some gems that give you bonuses per team level. So that's an additional advantage of going higher to 6 and stuff like that. And so that's really kind of, if you kind of get a composition together in a group that's going to be really good at accomplishing those objectives, but maybe not as great against the boss, they might want to gem all increased stuff by team level. So increase damage, increase CC, what have you by team level. So that's another strategy.
Okay.
Do we want to pop into another match here?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. And whoever's streaming, want to play the Veil Demon?
Yeah. I thought we were gonna level up my Vanguard, but I mean we can do. I'll do Veil Demon. I'll give it a shot.
Right. Guys, I just want to level up my Vanguard.
I'm fine with either or, guys. I'm fine with either or, to be honest. I was just throwing some gems on the Vanguard in case I do pick them. I don't have any gems for my Veil Demon just yet. Oh, I have one. Okay.
And you can buy gems in the shop too.
Yeah, I actually bought a whole bunch. Before I understood that blue was defensive, red was offensive, and then the prismatics were selective. Before I understood that, I just bought a whole bunch of blue ones and was like, where are they all at?
There you go.
so
yeah.
Wasted some gold on that. Which I'm going to suggest, if you guys don't mind, I'd like to suggest that when you sell them back, 10 is not enough. If we're buying 400 a piece, 10 is not enough for selling back.
For sellback, yeah. It's we want to, like, one of the things we want to add is more kind of a UI pass on the gems and kind of help tips and things like that as well. It's one of those things we haven't gotten to the level we want yet. Well, there's a lot of guides online though.
But yeah, if you guys want to load up, I'll play Veil Demon and give it a shot. I mean, I got a level 4, so I mean, watch out.
Watch out. Alright, I'm going to take us to the Pyramids of Giza so we can kind of see a different zone here. And this is, again, Egyptian themed, but you'll see that there are like ice caves that have kind of encroached underground here. And so it's another like that blending of the two worlds, our world and then this mythological world. And then whoever, if you want to swap in to Veil Demon, just make sure that you click on the double arrow that push you over there.
Okay.
All right, and I'm going to choose.
Did we lose someone?
I think we lost Anthony.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm just a PR guy, so don't worry about it.
It's all good. All right, I'm going to go with I'm gonna go with the Aurus Gladiator. I don't know if you guys have seen the Aurus Gladiator, but he's sort of like a action combat juggling class. So like freeform air combat, aerial juggling. And so my job is going to be to try and lock down your elite. So so as soon as you actually drop your Anubis that you're choosing right there, I'm gonna like hone in on it and try and handle it, because I can juggle it in the air and do all sorts of stuff if I do my combos.
Well, the bot's a healer, so I go tanky. ShadowFox, you're sticking with Shadow Blade.
Yeah, it's the class that I have the most stuff in. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, if this isn't clear, you know, to you, it probably is to you guys because you've been playing, but like there are multiple types of Veil Demon, and with the Veil Demons, you can also do all of that customization. So there are 6 core Veil Demon classes, vanilla, but there are probably 2,500 combinations that you can come up with when you just swap in abilities from different Veil Demons. And this is where we've seen some crazy cool combos coming out of our community, where people have figured out how to like pull in 2 things from the Chaos Weaver, but I'm going to use the base as the Soul Fiend because I like their summon ability. Like really, really cool.
Alright, yeah, the only Veil Demon I've played out is Chaos Weaver, so that's who I'm going to continue playing as, because I don't really know the other ones just yet. I've only played a few rounds as the Veil Demon. I've mostly been playing as the hero.
Fair enough.
Which we did want to ask you, one of the things that seems to be popular in the Discord, whenever you're loading up and you do the co-op versus player, there's the options of hero and Veil Demon only. When will that be more specified? Like you can actually select it.
Yeah, we're working on that right now. We hope to have it in a couple weeks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oops, I pushed the wrong button.
It's a big request from the community, and we get it, because there's some people who want to play as Veil Demon always, and there are some people who never want to play as Veil Demon, and so we want to give them the option to play that way, so that it's the game that they want it to be. And so, as I said, probably within just a few weeks we should have that rolling out to players.
Yeah. As you see, I got a little bit into the customization, changed the color. I'm not purple.
Yeah, you're like a little lime green ball of death. I love it. Waving at you. Hey, what's up?
Best I got.
Well, I'll wave.
I'm applauding your choice. Just Gabe is dropping some strength moves, flexing it out.
Do it.
Do it. Oh boy, double.
Ah, you would do that.
The wrong guy.
Okay, so here's a noobish question, since I'm clearly the noob of everybody. When you're a Veil Demon, can you control any of your demons?
Yes.
Like physically? Okay.
So yeah.
So
as the Veil Demon, you can float around a lot of the time and just be like placing traps and bombs and doing whatever your guy does. You can also possess and play as any of the, and in that last match that we played, I didn't possess the boss because I'm terrible at that boss. But I'm actually okay at the elites, and so I often when the elite monster was punching you guys in the face, that was because I was playing it and I was sort of making different choices about what it would do. And again, this is sort of like one of those, choose how you like to play things, where some players just are not going to like to play that kind of direct in your face PvP, and so they won't really possess much at all, and they'll choose Veil Demons that kind of follow their chosen playstyle. But there are other players who will be like, actually, I'm gonna outplay you, and one-on-one, I'm gonna be the best duelist there is. So I'm gonna place some traps, I'm gonna put some stuff out there, but then I'm gonna jump into a creature and I'm gonna play.
And the Chaos Weaver is kind of a middle of the road. It's got traps, bombs, and the paralyzing field. So that's why it's one of the starter ones. Kind of has a sampling of them.
Well, that was almost a nice combo there. If you dropped the bomb on me slightly earlier, you would have done the classic CC into bomb combo. So yeah, now that you've spawned Anubis, I often let Anubis do its thing because I'm not very good with Anubis. But if you want to, you can jump into Anubis and control and sort of work on its combo, because it does, like, it drops these scarabs on you. That once you have that kind of scarab poison going, there's a blast that it does that stuns you. Yeah. So if you drop the scarabs on and then you do your big blast.
Sorry, I just used my ult on you.
Yeah, you did. Oh. Riding the edge there. Our healer bot, it does not want to heal me.
Well,
is Anubis still alive? Okay, we got it.
Right on.
Doing what I can here, guys. Doing what I can here.
That's all good.
Hey, I'm appreciating it.
Yeah.
I'm appreciating everything you're doing, right?
so you see the shield overhead? When it's blue, that means you're in range of me, and I take a portion of your damage. So I have you guard it.
Oh, you got it in time.
I was wondering what that was.
So yeah, if you're in trouble, just like find your way to me, and I'll find my way to you, type thing, to absorb. It actually mitigates 75% of your damage.
Hey Dean, quick tip from the comment section. They said you can also dodge when you're controlling a monster.
Oh, that's right. You can.
Oh no, don't know if that helped you.
But it's also specifically good if I'm like, if I have you locked in the air to do my crazy air juggling, you can dodge out of my juggle, which totally breaks my my kit, which is exactly what you want to do.
Hey, I won this one.
Oh, we got 20 seconds. You haven't won it yet. Oh, you know what? You've accrued enough experience, so it's not a binary. Winning a level or a room or losing a room. You actually got partial credit for previous ones, so you got enough partial credit, I'm guessing, that you were able to get your level.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
I was a little late though. My Anubis froze. Some free damage for you.
A little damage. I like it. Delicious.
Appreciate it.
So the healer bot's got my back.
You and your air juggles.
It is meant to be annoying. Is it working?
Yes, yes it is.
Alright, success.
That's the goal.
That's right. Yeah, there's a class that actually does like a super hard CC called the Demon Hunter, and so you'll spawn your elite, and just as you're about to possess it, the Demon Hunter will just like put it into stasis, and it's like, oh, I had a plan. I had a plan to do something with that, and now I'm just locked down for like the next 3 to 5 seconds.
Close one.
Uh-oh.
Because I can't stop you. Oh, jump around with it.
Oh, you stopped it.
Nice.
So yeah, go ahead and possess Sobek, and then hit shift to dodge to break his combo.
Oh,
There
there
you
you
go.
go. Yep. And especially when I go into that my space melter there, the cyclone blade. All right.
Um,
Oh dear.
where are you?
Nowhere.
We are not burning through you fast enough here. Can't talk, gaming.
Exactly.
Things are getting serious is what I'm saying. Oh my.
Told you I'm on level 4. You gotta watch out.
Better watch your back. Ooh, you almost had us on that one though.
And that's my ulti. Hi there.
Oh, nice.
Nice dodge. Oh, when I missed my pull. I have a pull, so I could actually pull you back from the dodge if I'm good. Luckily for you, I'm not good. Yeah. The few times I've ever pulled it off, I feel like I'm just the greatest player of video games of all time. But yep, not today.
Awesome, that was intense.
That was a pretty good fight. Oh, geez, and I was looking up at the score and walked straight into your stun wall. So welcome to the pain.
Yeah, I can't stand that thing.
Oh, there you go. You got the combo there, the bomb after you got him CC'd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like to play the Chaos Weaver on the map we played previously because you can imagine that the Oni has that crazy pull, right? And everybody's like trying to dodge right at the end of the pull, and so you can time your bombs and your CC to be like, oh, it's just about when the dodge window is gonna come, bam, and then everybody gets locked down and they eat the entirety of his sort of like smash damage there. And again, I say that as though I pulled it off more than once, but I did it once and it was awesome.
That's all it takes.
That's right. My mom says I'm cool. My mom says I'm really good at video games.
Pulled off once and it becomes the awesome story.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. What I like to generally do is then the way you tell that story. Yeah, I mean, you did kill me, but I had a guardian angel. Good gracious. Combo's getting real.
We had a few more questions for you guys, but I mean, this is just so intense, so I think we're gonna wait until after this.
Yeah, sorry.
So our goal here would be to deny you of getting your level 4 pick, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Because you're almost at level 4, your level 3 bar is pretty far up there.
Oh boy, I got downed. Alright.
Hey, good job, Dean.
Thanks. Been working on that all game.
I'd say the bad part of being the most annoying class is that you then get the focus. Like, I don't care what else happens, I'm gonna frickin' bring that guy down.
Well, they already revived you.
Yeah, thank you for the revive.
Mm-hmm.
I desperately need that potion there. I'm gonna go hang out near there's our healer bot. Thank you, healer bot. I'm in need.
There was a oh, somebody got the
Yeah,
potion.
I got the potion, yeah, so we all got it.
Yay.
But yeah,
Alright,
I'm
boss fight.
gonna hang out near this healer for a while. Top me off, buddy. I'm right here, thank you. Appreciate it.
Drones. There's a mob that is stronger than
Dallas, how you doing in there by yourself?
Oh my gosh, I'm getting murdered is what's happening. What are you guys doing?
I don't know, I was waiting for Shadow. Shadow.
Sorry, I was AFK, yeah. I'm good now.
It's alright. And I just had a very weird death move that I teleported backwards, so that's a good bug to log.
Oh, I can tell you about another
Oh,
bug.
yeah.
Yeah. If solo killed in the boss room, and then you get sent back a room because everybody else was still in the previous room. Oh, you know what? I guess I hadn't actually started the boss room yet, had I?
I don't think so.
I don't think that the boss move because you have to go a certain way in to start the boss timer. I'm coming, guys. Don't worry. I see the VFX of the gold coming to me though as you guys kill mobs. That's nice. A little gold coin flies at my head.
This is interesting. I don't think I ever had the action at the front of the room.
Yeah, it generally gets all the way to the like pedestal area, right?
That's stun. Perfect.
Alright, we gotta kill the orb to stop his sun blast.
Got it.
Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention to my health.
Haha! Oh boy, nor was I. Things are turning bad for our team here. One down. Oh. Two down. A little bit of love from the Guardian Angel.
Dang it.
Nice timing on the spike there.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. Yeah, that is also just sweet classic move. Is get that
Dang, I'm down now too.
Okay. Oh boy, I gotta see.
Man, that-
Oh!
That stun
Hey,
combo
Gabe.
with the
Gabe,
slut.
hey Gabe, can you carry? Gabe can't talk, he's trying to carry. It's... Holy crime. Unload all the things on Gabe.
Use your magical dev powers!
That's right, he's gonna use a cheat. Don't you... Slash invul.
Nice!
Nice. Got me. But I got very little in terms of health here.
Dude, no matter what happens, I think this is a win for you, dude.
Oh, absolutely. What? Oh, good stun. Holy cow.
Damn it. Mother of Pearl!
Oh no! I was trying to get his revive up. Thanks, our King Mage bot. Uh-oh, we're back to Can Gabe bring us back from the brink, and he has no potions. All right, you may have won this time, Silent Wolf, if that really is your name. Gabe is running around gathering more enemies to give him bigger shield.
Where's he at? There you are. I was like, lost him for a second there.
There we go, my invisible friend.
Oh, you
Nice.
asshole. Over here, healing each other.
Holy Christmas.
Come on. My stuff, my cooldowns are taking forever. Come on.
Oh no! There we go. Oh my gosh, your elites are coming back though. Everything.
Nice.
Oh, that was the pull in the air, and it just happened on stream. Yeah! There you go. My life is complete.
So close. 30 seconds.
Yeah, we have to finish this fight by 30 seconds, or you win just because we're too lame to burn you down. So we gotta. Oh, we got it!
Yeah.
What a fight, though.
I can take a breath now.
With the killing blow.
Oh.
Yeah. Gabe
I had to do
pulled
some
off
LOSing.
crazy. You had some crazy LOSing, and then when you pulled
Battering.
up, yeah, damn.
Battering that shield.
Yeah, but MVP though, really?
There it is.
You got the upvote, SilentWolf. You got the upvote.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm tense
Good
as hell
times.
right now. Wow.
That's awesome.
Out of the fire. Well done, Gabe.
Ooh, it's level 5 now. That was a level 4 Chaos Weaver. It couldn't be more basic.
Man, you started getting like the combo timings, like that was when you really started to own us there. Like when you were getting those interrupts and the revives, that was the shit.
Thanks.
Yeah, seriously, man. I was sweating. Everybody, I think even Gabe was like, okay. He just puts the mic down.
I'm like, no, I was like, my pinky cannot spare to hit control for push to talk. It must be ready for shift at any second, and that's where I went with it.
Yeah, in my mind's eye, Gabe actually took his microphone and he just flipped it up. Like he just flipped it up into like not gonna be talking mode. He's like, nope, too serious. So now you can probably customize a class. That would be kind of cool. So if you pull up your...
Oh, I hit leave and it
oh,
like...
no, you... That's alright, that's
okay, I
alright.
thought you like stopped or... A lot of people in chat giving Gabe a lot of props about clutching it.
Right
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, and he also, I don't know, he pulled that out twice, and the first time he made a mistake and he revived me first, which like we got some people up, but when he revived you, ShadowFox, because you had the stealth, that means we got... You pulled me up because he couldn't see you, and then we immediately pulled up the bot.
Yeah, it was funny. What I couldn't say because
yeah.
I was trying to get ShadowFox. You were near a pillar, and for whatever reason, the interact it was like it was being funky with how close you were to the collision of the pillar, and so that's why I was like, I tried a couple times, and I'm like, shit.
Yeah, I
can't
saw
really
that.
hit
That's why
the
you just
balance.
should move then, because he's tried a few times already.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
don't know if
marked
you-
that on the list.
I don't know if this is on purpose, but my party chat, like my party, all of you guys are on the right side now, and then I'm on the left. Is it supposed to do that?
Well, so the way it's supposed to be is the first 4 people on one side and then the other side, because it's notifying you that if you start a custom match, that's the person that's going to be the Veiled Demon.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
The custom match, you're still in the Veil Demon spot, but yeah,
You should
technically
have popped over, and yeah, that's one of those no.
All right, well, it's not. I'm still on this side, so. But
yeah.
all right. So, this is an interview, not a game session. So, we did have a couple more questions. With this game planning to be free to play, down the road, is there going to be like paid DLCs? And then a follow up to that would be, are these paid DLCs going to hinder or limit the amount of experience one player can have as another player that doesn't have that DLC?
No, so again, although we are intending to be a free-to-play game and the access period where we're asking for paid entry, the paid entry is actually just mimicking what we would expect people to do by purchasing classes, right? So our model is very much like some MOBAs out there, League of Legends being the most simple version. You can play the game and you can unlock classes just by playing. But you can also pay to accelerate the unlock of class. Mostly, though, we expect to be making money on cosmetic items, right? So cosmetics and convenience is sort of the easy way of saying that. So once the game is free to play, we will continue to be dropping new classes in. We'll be dropping new levels. We'll be dropping new game modes, and then it's really up to you as a player. Do I want to earn that new class, or do I want to buy it quickly? The new levels that get dropped in, that's going to be available to everybody. We don't want to like fracture the community so that you can't play against certain people. Like the game is the game, and once you're in it, you're in it. The reason we're doing this kind of like paid access period is we kind of want to have people jump in with a decent mix of classes, so we can actually see a lot of the balance issues, a lot of the counterplay stuff, and kind of tune the game. Because to Gabe's point, this is a very new kind of game, although it shares some things in common with MOBAs or with action RPGs or with online RPGs. There's a lot about this that is very new, and we just need people to be playing kind of at least at a medium level of progression to kind of get all of that data and figure out how the game actually works.
Okay. So there's not going to be any pay-to-win options, is what you're saying. All paid options are pretty much cosmetic or...
Zero. Vehemently against it, philosophically and just like personally. Everyone here, there's no pay-to-win options, and we just surveyed the market, and it's like what model, free-to-play model, do players appreciate the most? And it seemed like it was League of Legends, and so our model's exactly League of Legends, with the exception of the early access period, because it's just sort of like a focused early access with helping us to develop the game and support an independent company. The other thing that Dallas didn't mention is there's always a free rotation of classes. Right now it's 4. We'll be upping it to 6 as we unfold some more of the classes throughout the early access period. And we've got 3 classes coming up soon too.
Yeah.
Yes. So again, if you open up that C menu to show all the classes, you'll see like a little Breach logo in the top left corner of some of them. Those are the ones that are currently on.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, those are the free ones for this week. Yeah, I got an email covering with your roadmap. I'll be sharing that pretty soon too. But
Cool.
Cool. So that's good to know. These arcade machines back here, are these gonna are these gonna be playable at some point?
So we do have a lot of fun Easter eggs planned, but check out the vending machine while you're over there.
The vending machine? I don't think I've ever walked up to it.
Yeah, the vending machines, and there you can press F to interact and get a soda or 2, or 30.
Right on.
There's a few Easter eggs we have in now. You can also dance with the drone that's next to Julia, and it'll dance with you.
That was actually one of my objective things on the side, was dance with the drone.
Oh, okay. So I guess it's less of an Easter egg. We gotta point that one out in the quest, but yeah. But yeah, it's funny. It was like as soon as those video game consoles came in there, we're like, all right. So when can we put mini games on the schedule?
For real.
Yeah, and again, I've just been jumping, playing the jumping game. So if you run back to the fountain, I'm up on top of the highest floating rock up there, because that's the appropriate place to. So,
I'm sorry. It's the appropriate place to what?
To do ridiculous dance.
Yeah, parkour your way up before you can dance. I think my favorite emote is is do it. I love that you added that one. That's amazing.
Yeah, there are a number that are already in. There are a number that will be kind of rolling out. Because again, these are the cosmetic thing. It's just silly fun, but we want to let people kind of express themselves and kind of have fun as a community. My favorite one is the weak push-ups, which I'm going to start doing up here. I like to tell people they mocapped on that.
I always flex before I do the weak push-ups. Yeah, flex first.
Exactly. Yeah. Show off that you're getting ready, and then you start doing. And actually, if you look at the outfit that I'm wearing, we just did a thing with Game Changer, so just a pure charity outfit. So this was a thing that you could support Game Changer. You get this cool outfit in game. You get this. Actually, I have the Game Changer spray. There's the crazy game changer monkey spray that I got, and so we're doing all sorts of fun stuff just for the customization side of things. And again, this one was just entirely for charity. If you go to Game Changer, and I'm not sure if it's still active, I hope it's still active, and you give them a certain amount of cash just for charity, all the money goes to charity, and you get a spray, you get an outfit, you can get both, all that kind of stuff.
Hey, and check out my outfit.
What do you got on? Oh, yeah, you go. Are you twitching it up?
Yeah.
Twitching it up. There we go.
Speaking of Twitch, in the comments we got Vips, and he just wanted to say thanks for all the hard work on the game. He's really enjoying it, so he's been active ever since the close.
That is great. Yeah, we have a really, really excited and great community that we're interacting with. And again, the main place that Gabe and I think have been interacting is on Discord, but I know that there are active communities on Reddit and other places as well. But like, it's a great place for us to hear from. I mean, we've said this a couple times, but to underline it, this is a totally new kind of game in a lot of ways, and we need to hear from the players. We need to hear from the community. Like, what are the pain points? But also, what are the friction points? You mentioned the one about like some people want to play just as Veil Demon, and we're like, got it, okay, cool. We're gonna make sure that we prioritize that change in addition to the stuff that's already on the roadmap, the things that you saw scheduled. When the next class is coming out, this is when the next level is coming out. But we also need to hear what will make me and my friends want to play more and more.
One of the things go ahead. You go ahead.
Yes, since you brought it up, like, yeah, we're really active on the Discord, and we're trying to get these accounts and logos set up to get some people on the devs on the Reddit, because Jay's a bit overwhelmed himself with all that stuff. So we're gonna get like me, a couple others on the Reddit interacting more there as well.
All right, cool. I did want to say, out of a high suggestion that I'm sure a lot of people would have, is to let them customize the controls on the keyboard. Personally,
yes, that's actually one of the ones. That's one that we're getting in sooner rather than later. So again, yeah. I don't want to give you an example. Is always a thing, but yeah, there are a number of things that we sort of put in the base package of customizing. But then there was a bunch that people are like, I actually really want to be able to move that one or those two pieces. And to
be clear, because like our options UI, there's a scroll bar on the right. So if you go to controls and you scroll down, like right now, you can rebind all of your movement keys. You can rebind all of your action and ability keys, your ultimate. You can even rebind your jump, and then your fly and potion and reload and interact. So we do have some there. You just gotta scroll down, but there are other ones that we want to incorporate too.
Oh, sorry, how do I open the menu to see that?
So if you go to and then click.
I'm sorry, it cut out. It cut out really hard.
Escape. Click options. And then on the options, it'll say settings. We probably should align that. And then click controls. And then you'll see mouse at the top, and you can do the sensitivity. Mm-hmm. And then if you just scroll down, you've got all the movement bindings there. And then scroll down farther, you got all the action bindings, and then some miscellaneous ones.
But there are a handful that are missing, and those are on our list of things to get implemented here, so that people all can like truly customize, both for folks who play with the mouse as well as people who play the game from the controller.
All right, cool. Well, the one I was hoping for was here, so I'm gonna go ahead and confirm that change.
Nice.
Because I absolutely hate potion being on queue. I accidentally use potions all the time. So
yep, this is something that I did for many months, and then I finally trained my finger not to do that. But yeah, this is one of those, like, it's a religious argument. Like, we found other people who defaulted to various things around the way, and this is the lowest common denominator. I'm not sure what the phrase is there, but we understand a lot of people want to move that.
It does seem like the lobby is where the connection gets the most choppiest. Like, when we're in a game, everything's real clear. But one thing that Viv says, and I completely agree, is as a streamer, if you use the Alt Tab and it goes into the Alt Tab out and it goes into that menu, the game sound stops, and like it shouldn't. The game sound should keep going.
Oh, I hear what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, we'll put that in the list of things to look at, because actually you're right. I find that a bit frustrating as well, but I'm probably used to it by now. But I think that is on the list of like relatively easy fixes, and we'll figure out when we can get it prioritized in.
Yeah, because a lot of games you can close the game as long as the game's like, well, not close it, but like you can lower the window and you still hear the sound. You know, some people like that, especially since your music is rocking in this game. I'll tell you that.
We really love the music. It's one of those things like when you set the tone for the world, to set the tone for the game and all that sort of stuff. Like we actually set the tone for the more than 2+ years ago, and we've been iterating on it and making it better and better. But like really, it kind of set the feel of this like modern mythological mage punk. I'm gonna say a lot of words that Gabe's gonna hate.
It was funny. I'll say like some of my early kind of direction was like I'm looking for something, and it's always funny, you know, coming from I'm looking for something that's sort of like in between John Williams and Bass Nectar with some cultural overtones. and lo and behold, they came back with that, and I'm like, oh my god, you made that work. And then, you know, there was a few different takes, and then we tuned it a bit, and it was like, there it is. And you can hear, like when you're in Tokyo, you can hear some cultural instruments with that kind of mix there, and then same thing in Egypt and Eastern Europe. It's they're very layered, and we're really happy about it.
Yeah.
Right on.
So
we got one more question from Twitch. It's Feed Mimi. They want to know, are you guys thinking about implementing any kind of loot drops at all into the?
So we do have loot drops right now in the game. We don't have all the presentation we like for it. You'll see in your chat, it'll say like when someone picks up an item, it's just like a text print more or less. It says, ShadowFox picks up the compass of 1,000 truths or whatever. And then at the end, in a summary board, it shows you the loot that you picked up throughout, as well as there's gold that you get as you kill monsters. And all of our loot and all our gear, it's all horizontal. This is intentional in that you could be playing it hardcore for 3 months, introduce your friend to it, you guys can play alongside of it, but obviously you'll have more answers to pushing the meta and stuff like that, but you can continue to customize and broaden your character. So if you want to play like a gunslinger and you're like, I just want to play gunslinger, you've got all kinds of talents and gems and different options for different situations. Or you can be like, I'm playing a gunslinger, but I need something that deals with poison, so I'm going to pick an arcane mender with purification. Or you can be like, I'm going to play a gunslinger, and now I'm going to get a piece of equipment that allows me to cure if I'm ever poisoned and stuff like that. So we allow you to kind of customize and play the way you want to play. But that's long-winded for, is there loot in there? There's loot in there right now, and there are loot drops. It's just the presentation isn't kind of like the splash and the sucking it up and all that stuff isn't where we want it.
All right, cool. Real quick question about technical. The voiceover option in the audio menu. If you were to turn that down, does that just turn off the AI, or does that also turn off the player voiceovers?
So if you go to audio and you turn down VO, that just turns down the AI.
Okay, but not the player.
Correct, and we do have Discord integrated, but it's temporarily disabled because Discord went down in one of our last alpha tests, and we've got to use a workaround for when Discord goes, like actual Discord went down, and we're working on integrating such that if Discord can initiate during a match, it just bypasses it and the match still launches instead of waits for Discord. So we kind of temporarily disabled it, but when we do re-enable it, you'll see that the controls will be back there for editing just player VO, separate line.
I wasn't talking about like the player themselves. I mean like whenever they do like their chants.
Oh, I got you. I think it's all tied right now.
Yeah, I think all NPCs in the game, it would control all of that. So whether it is
and player characters as well. So it's all characters. Yeah.
All right. So you guys do have a voice chat inside the game itself, but you don't have to rely on Discord, right? Is that what you were talking about?
No,
we actually have Discord integrated into the game, and it was active most of the alpha. We just temporarily disabled it because recently Discord What happened with Discord, Dallas? Was it with his DDoS or something? I don't know.
Yeah, there was a weird disconnect because Discord was down, and so the way that the game had been set up was like we sort of relied on Discord being there, and so players just weren't able to start matches until we disabled Discord. So we have to set up a different path for how Discord, how the game reacts in the very rare case that Discord is.
All right. So I got one last question for you that's in mind. Also, it's been kind of brought up in chat. I was going to ask about this anyways. Are you guys going to add options for like okay, you got the elites for the Veal Demons, right? Is there going to be an option for like pets or drones of any type that will follow the heroes and help them out in any type of assistance, or do you think that'd be OP?
There are
So we've got
that.
Sorry, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
There are classes that have, like, the Necromancer's got undead minions and ghosts and stuff like that. The Engineer has a turrets. We do have some other classes on the horizon that are kind of pet class types. That'll be specific to a class. In general, if you navigate to the wardrobe, you can see there's a coming soon on the familiar. So we're going to have familiars that are just kind of cosmetic and follow the characters around. And if you want to take a look at that, just press C to go to the character and class menu, and then you'll see wardrobe. You click on wardrobe. Go ahead and click on hero, and then on the far left, the fourth icon down, you'll see it says familiar coming soon.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Okay, so that's what that means. That's even better. Good to know.
Yeah, so the ones that actually affect combat, those are the ones we design into the classes themselves, but these would be entirely like cosmetic because you just want to have a cute monkey chasing you around.
Alright, so that's cool. You can just have a little actual pet, just a little cosmetic thing. That's what's up. Would they follow you into the mission, or is that just like a lobby thing?
That's one of the things we got to determine yet. Ideally, we'll have them follow you in the mission as well. There are some concerns with, like, we don't want it to be too noisy with too much stuff going on in the mission, so to be determined, I guess.
Yeah, one of the challenges of the game, and again, especially first-time players sometimes experience this, where like there's a lot of stuff going on in our combat, and so adding more noise to that may not be the best choice, but we'll take a look.
Okay. We got another question from the chat, if you guys don't mind. Season 0. When is that over? Like, do you plan on doing multiple seasons throughout early access, or is this it?
Yeah, no, there'll be multiple through early access. That one's going to live there at least for through February.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll have others, and it's basically with our challenge system coming online, and that's what we're working on right now. We're going to integrate it into that in kind of a more proper UI way. Right now, it's just as a quest there because we wanted to give kind of a reward to players who participate in the co-op versus player mode, and something to be proud of as being one of kind of the early players that were able to achieve that.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
I think that hits all my questions and chat's questions.
Awesome.
You have any, Shadow?
Thanks, y'all.
Yeah, the only other question that I got is, what is the inspiration for this lake of a universe or galaxy, like right in front of the library? Like, this thing is so cool.
The void pool.
You walk on it, the void pool. There you go. Yeah, that thing is so.
That's what you call it, the void pool? I'm gonna start calling it that.
Well, we didn't talk about. Yeah, we didn't talk much about the backstory or the setting. We kind of glazed over it. The idea is that Earth existed with everything we know from mythology and humanity. Humanity was on the brink of extinction, sort of at the bottom of the food chain, so to speak. This mysterious immortal created the veil, which separated Earth into two Earths. The Earth we know, humanity's on this side, and animals and everything, but then everything from mythology on the other side. And sort of the space that separated them was kind of, like space-time, if you will. It was the veil, and the veil exists in the void. And so this is kind of a glimpse into the void where the veil exists. And that's as much as I'll say right now. More to be explored as we unveil the story and the chapters and stuff like that.
It's actually, this is one of my favorite little tiny things, being because I go into the audio nerd space, but like if you notice as you run around on the pool, there's like a little tiny, quiet, like bling 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 noise that kind of goes, and it just sort of to me that sort of sells the whole like, oh, I'm on a weird magical. I don't even know what this surface / non-surface / void.
Yeah, it was so cool. It's one of the first things I noticed, and I looked down. I'm like, oh wow, so that's there.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's cool. Yeah, I always wonder why it looked like that. It looks amazing. I love it though.
Cool. Well, thank you guys.
So,
yeah, thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah, it's fun.
So there's gonna be
really
like a whole story to follow with this. There's gonna be like.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, Gabe, go tell them a little bit about. I mean, story's not gonna be immediately, but tell them a little.
Yeah, it's on the roadmap. You can see how we're unveiling some of the story. The way it works is like you saw in character creation. There was sort of a motion comic that kind of introduced you to Lucius, who was that immortal, and he was talking to another immortal about what to do with humanity, and he vouched for humanity, he wanted to save humanity. Fast forward to modern day, and he's like, oh crap, maybe I was wrong because they're going to destroy themselves and destroy the planet. This is not what I was expecting. I need to undo the veil, bring Earth, make Earth whole again. And hopefully humanity can rise to the occasion and unite is kind of the gist of his drive. He gifted, when he created the Veil, he gifted a subset of humanity with magic over the ages to maintain it. We maintained it at mana anchors, which are essentially ley line intersections, and that's where we developed our monuments throughout history, like the Pyramid of Giza, Stonehenge, Göbekli Tepe, etc., the Teotihuacan, and that kind of subset of humanity kind of headquartered in the Library of Alexandria, which never actually burned down. They just hid it, but that's where all the knowledge is at, all the magic and stuff like that. When the Veil started getting torn down, beyond that gifted subset of humanity, other people started being able to practice magic, including yourself, hence why you were recruited. And then it shows you going through recruitment, and there's some story introduction there. But the first story is actually going to be our next level. The first kind of like story quest is going to be our next level, which is going to be the Valley of the Kings. And that's where the hero is going to encounter Lucius. And that's kind of where your protagonist and antagonist kind of encounter each other. And the way we deliver story is kind of similar to Diablo in that there's motion comics, there's going to be conversations in the social space where you have VO, and then you can hear right now there is some VO that happens in the actual mission, and then there's going to be motion comics afterwards. And we're going to deliver it kind of in chunks to unveil the story and kind of see where it goes with the reaction or the interaction between the protagonist and Lucius, how they're connected, how the Academy mixes into all of this, and kind of what the hope is for humanity and where it goes and what actually happened. And so we're going to unveil more of the backstory. It's exciting. I'm trying to stop myself from giving away too many spoilers, but we're really excited about it. One of the key things that we wanted to do is we didn't want there to be any mistake that this was high fantasy at all. So we initially avoided any of the IP or the cultures that like were tokenized, like Celtic mythology, Nordic mythology, that became essentially tokenized, and a lot of people associate that stuff with high fantasy. That being said, now that we've kind of established ourselves with Egyptian mythology and Japanese and Eastern European, we're definitely going to start diving into Celtic and Nordic. Obviously, we've got to go to Mesoamerica at some point in time because we got to go to Teotihuacan, because QC Games stands for Quetzalcoatl Games. One of the little Easter eggs that you might note is that if you take a look at Lucius, you'll see on his lapel is a Quetzalcoatl. So yeah, we've got some fun stuff planned.
Awesome. All right, cool. I'm looking forward to that. I'm a big story guy myself, and I love the way Diablo did it. So definitely looking forward to seeing it.
Cool.
All right.
Well, I mean, thanks again, everyone. It was fun. Good time.
So, yeah. Thanks for answering some questions and inviting us on to play with you and stuff.
Yeah. Good match. GG.